This week, the desert city of Doha in Qatar played host to the best 8 players of the season for the Sony Ericsson Championships. With a new venue for the season finale and a prize purse over $4 million, everything was set for the perfect end to what has been another fascinating season on the Sony Ericsson WTA Tour. At the pre-tournament draw, the 8 players were split into 2 groups to play a round-robin format, with the top 2 players from each group advancing to the semi-finals. The white group featured world number 1 Jelena Jankovic, her compatriot Anna Ivanovic, and the Russian duo Vera Zvonareva and Svetlana Kuznetsova. In the first match of the tournament, it was the world number 1 who got her campaign off to a promising start, as she overcame Anna Ivanovic with a comfortable 6-3, 6-4 victory. The Serb continued her impressive form in the second match, as she shook off a back injury to battle past a struggling Svetlana Kuznetsova 7-6, 6-4 and all but guarantee her place in the semi-finals. In the other half of the group, it was Vera Zvonareva who was turning heads, comfortably beating Kuznetsova in her opener before ending Ivanovic's hopes of claiming the title with a tough 6-3, 6-7, 6-4 victory to set up a showdown with Jelena Jankovic to determine who would finish top of the group. In that match, the world number 1 started well, breaking with ease to seal the first set 6-2. But from then on, the Russian hit back, taking the second set 6-3 to level things up, and then recording her second career victory over a world number 1 to advance to the semi-finals at the top of the group. In the maroon group, Dinara Safina and Jelena Dementьeva were given the tough prospect of facing the Williams sisters. Elder sister Venus got her quest for the title off to a great start, coming from behind in the first set to see off the challenge of world number 2 Dinara Safina. The American kept up her perfect record with a hard-fought 3-sets win over Jelena Dementьeva, before taking on her sister in a much-hyped encounter. Serena held a 2-1 lead in the matches they have played this season and looked set to make it 3-1 as she took the first set 7-5. But then the match completely turned on its head as Venus took the next 2 sets with the loss of only 1 game, winning 5-7, 6-1, 6-love and guaranteeing that she would finish top of the group. Serena then pulled out of the tournament with a stomach injury, leaving Jelena Dementьeva, who had earlier beaten Dinara Safina, to take up the remaining semi-final spot. During the tournament, the Sony Ericsson WTA Tour, in partnership with UNESCO, were proud to announce that tennis legend Billie Jean King will be their new mentor for gender equality. And she made the most of her time in Doha to meet some of the local kids and offer them some advice. Back on the court, Vera Zvonareva took on her compatriot Jelena Dementьeva in the first of the semi-finals. The Olympic champion started strongly and took a 4-1 lead in the first set, but Zvonareva battled her way back to take the opening set on a tiebreak. Dementьeva again got an early advantage in the second, and this time she did not let it slip, levelling the match up to force a decider. But that was the end of her challenge, as Zvonareva's hot streak continued and she advanced to the final with a 7-6, 3-6, 6-3 victory. The other semi-final was a tough battle between world number 1 Jelena Jankovic and Venus Williams. Having split the first 2 sets, it came down to a tense decider, with both players at the top of their game. And after 2 hours of high-quality tennis, it was the American who came out on top, winning 6-2, 2-6, 6-3 to edge one step closer to the $1.3 million winner's check. With all but one match of the 2008 season done, the rest of the players were able to let their hair down at the Sony Ericsson WTA Tour end-of-season party. And with the formalities over, they made the most of it, partying away until the small hours of the morning. With a packed house for the final, Vera Zvonareva got off to a flying start, breaking at the first opportunity to lead 3-love. Venus Williams quickly levelled things up to force a tiebreaker, but there it was the Russian who prevailed, taking the first set 7-6. Losing that first set seemed to spur the American into action as she romped through the second 6-love and then sealed the match 6-7, 6-love, 6-2 in 2 hours and 10 minutes to win the Sony Ericsson Championship and bring an end to the 2008 season.